Okay guys, so as you can see in the video, there is an erratic fluctuation of the RPM. Okay, this is happening on an inline 4 engine of fuel injection technology. Okay, so as you can see, the RPM is up and down, fluctuation. Okay, it doesn't stabilize. So what went wrong? Okay, first thing I want you to know, for fuel injection bikes, okay, especially during cold start, okay, you can see that the RPM is not stabilized. It's quite normal, right? When the temperature of the engine rises up to 60 degrees and above, especially at 80 degrees, the RPM should fall and stabilize at a specific preset value. If it doesn't, then these things could actually happen. First, you have leakage at the evap hoses. Okay, so this one is a hose that transmits some of the fumes to the charcoal canister of the motorcycle component. Okay, it filters. So this hose is a rubber hose. It might have leakage. Secondly, from the throttle body, again this rubber hose goes to the charcoal canister filter. Okay, and this rubber hose may have leakage. So what causes leakage or tears on these hoses? The evap and the throttle body are heat, sometimes handling. Okay, when your mechanics are handling them to open up, to do some service or maintenance, they might accidentally put some pressure on it. It causes the hoses to tear, especially when these hoses are actually exposed to heat. So heat is the primary thing that degrades the hose, and when people handle them, okay, it can just tear. So these things needs to be replaced periodically. So have your good mechanics check them out. If found any or about to crack, or you can see the crack line there already start to leak, then just replace it. Okay, that eliminates the erratic fluctuation of the RPM. Okay, that's two. Then the other one is a clogged air filter. If your air filter is dirty, you seldom replace because you think that it's a lifetime product on your engine, right? So it's wrong. Okay, a clogged air filter will cause erratic RPM values. So replace your air filter. Okay, if you're unsure, go to your workshop. Your mechanics will assist you. And another one is for this particular case, okay, is actually got to do with the spark plug ignition coil. Okay, the spark plug ignition coil actually degrades. Okay, it has not completely stopped functioning but starts to degrade. And the question is, hey, how come my spark plug ignition coil degrades? Okay, for this engine is an inline 4, so got 4 spark plugs, 4 ignition coil. Okay, so one or two of the ignition coils are actually started to fail, has not completely stopped but started to fail, hence the other two have to support. This is where the RPM starts to be irregular, erratic and such. Okay, so what causes this to happen is because the overuse of spark plug. Spark plugs, they have a lifespan, especially on high performance engine like the ZX4, like the 6000cc, 1000cc and above. They all have high performance values behind it. So when you rev them, when you go faster, more current is used. And if your spark plugs are not replaced periodically or replaced when it's supposed to do, okay, what happens is the spark plugs tends to draw more current from the ignition coil. This is where the supercharged current from the ignition coil is has to produce more electricity, hence you overload the circuit inside there. That's where, and that's why the spark plug ignition coil starts to fail. Okay, so when you have that symptoms, quickly replace. And let's say you have 4 ignition coils, one affected, one is already affected. Okay, when you replace this one, replace the other 3. Although the other 3 are now working, but do remember during manufacturing time, all 4 are put together. It's a matter of time before the other 3 starts to fail. And again, you fail to change your spark plugs, and that is why you overuse it and you draw more current from the ignition coils. Okay, so these are some of the factors that can contribute to higher erratic RPMs. And another one, okay, when you flash your engine, okay, when you flash the ECU, not engine, when you flash the ECU to a higher performance, right? So these things becomes more critical. You need to have good flow of air filter. You need to have fresh spark plugs, always fresh spark plugs. Okay, you got to understand this. You got to always check on your cam chain tensioner. Okay, if these three you did not take care, it will contribute to this fluctuation of high RPM, because flash ECUs, they are meant for performance. If you keep the performance to a healthy standards, you take care of it, right? Trust me, you will not have issue. Okay, flash ECUs are one of the best. It lets your motorcycle breathe. Okay, so guys, if you've got any issues, questions on your motorcycles, you can show to me. If I know, I answer. If I don't know, you ask another mechanic. Okay, see you guys.